Welcome, Legion of Zen, to an episode of Rebel Clash where we're going to basically build a pre-release deck out of this box right here. And let's take a look real quick. So I do have a stack of energies because when you go to a pre-release event, energies are provided to you, so you don't have to worry about that. You also get one of these boxes. So we're going to be doing Rebel Clash. And I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up. Pre-release events are pretty interesting. You build a 40 card deck. So it's not your regular 60 card deck. It is a 40 card deck. And these build and battle kits basically are what you build your decks with. So what you get inside is a little bit of a pamphlet here, pretty much explaining some building tips so that you can build your deck. And I'm going to put this up. You could maybe zoom in and take a look at that. Of course, you get your deck box, which is actually pretty useful. If you don't have any deck boxes, you can always put your deck in that. Then you get a pack of cards, and this pack is designed basically to get you started with the deck. So I believe it's called an evolution pack, and pretty much you get a code card, which is pretty good, and then we'll take a look at the actual cards that you get. You've got a Colosola. Yeah, I'm not getting that name right, but you do get a holo there, an Applin. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to move these packs out of the way. You get 4 packs in the box. So I'm going to move the packs out of the way real quick so we can take a look at this. And so it looks like they want us to build a fighting deck, potentially a fighting leaf deck. You've got some trainer cards here. And what we're going to do is separate these cards, some Caterpies, Metapods, and Butterfrees. So this is normal. You should get enough of each to pretty much build an evolution out of those, right? So you've got your Caterpies, then you've got a Corcol, a Roly-Coly, and these are for your evolution of Colossal. You've got some more trainers, which are very useful. Barbroach, which is a fighting type. Interesting that these are fighting types and they're actually fish, but they made them fighting types, I guess, in this set. And this is also an evolution line. So you've got Barbroach and Wishcash. So they pretty much want you to build a fighting leaf deck. So that's most likely what we're going to end up doing. However, we do have the 4 packs and we want to see if we can get some really good pulls. Those packs are going to supplement these cards right here. So we're going to get into this, and what I like to do is I like to separate them by typing because it helps when you're going to build your deck. So like you can see here, I have separated the fighting types, the grass types, and the trainers, and I'm going to basically, well, they're sliding around everywhere, basically going to be looking to see what we can pull to supplement that. So we've got some water type, we've got Galarian Darumaka, fire type Vulpix, Milcery is a psychic type, so we'll separate that. We've got a Farfetch'd, which is a fighting type, so that could be pretty useful here if we continue on with the fighting deck. Galarian Meowth, and that is a steel type. We've got a Dracloak. Dracloak is a reverse holo, and it's psychic, and an Alcremie, which is pretty cool because we have a Milcery right there. We've got an energy, Skyla, which is a trainer, Electrode, electric type. We'll put that over here, and a Zatu is the psychic type. So we've got a couple of psychic types, which is pretty cool. Didn't get a pull in that pack, but that's okay. Let's see if we can get something better in these. We have a Magmar fire type there, a Yamask fighting type, Surskit leaf. Always nice to pull some colorless energy cards because it allows you the ability to put these in a deck and not have to worry about the energy, right? Coughing dark type, put that down here. Indeedee, Ludicolo. There's a Dracloak. So we've got 2 of those now. Bronzong is a steel type, and I think I put those over here. Milo, and a code for y'all. So 2 packs down, we're going to get into another pack here. We've got a Roly-Coly, which is fighting type. Applin, Hatina. So there seems to be a lot of psychic types in this deck. There's a water type Magikarp, Meditate, fighting, Coughing. So we've got 2 Coughings now. A Galarian Mr. Rhyme is a water type, water energy, Medicham, Morgrem, yes, I believe that would be Morgrem, and a Palpitoad is also the water type here. So we're down to 3 packs down. We're going to get into another pack here, and hopefully we have good enough cards to build a pretty decent deck. There's a cool looking Scyther, a Volibee, Dreppy, Magmar, Shuckle, and we pulled a Milo full art. So that is actually really cool. That should really help the deck. We have to see what Milo says, but it's actually a pretty good pull. So let's take a quick look at Milo. Milo says discard up to 2 cards from your hand and draw 2 cards for each card you discard this way. So if you were to get rid of 2 cards, you pretty much get 4 cards out of your hand or out of your deck. So not bad at all. Let's go ahead and double sleeve Milo. This is actually a pretty cool card. I think Milo's probably one of my favorite trainers from the Sword and Shield era. So very nice. We did get a trainer card. That is very helpful because we're definitely going to put that in our deck. And go back here real quick. We've got an energy card. We've got another trainer, Skunk Tank, and a more Pico, and there's a code. So this is an electric type. We've got those here. So I think we've only got 2 electric types, and this is what I like to do is I take away the ones that I'm not going to use, and then I leave the rest on the board so I can then see what we've got going on. So we're probably not going to get into electric types because we only have 2. It doesn't make sense to do that. Fire types, we have 2 Magmortars, or Magmars, I'm sorry. There's no evolution form, so we're not going to put those in there, and we don't have an evolution for Vulpix. We're going to take out fire. We don't need those. We're going to take a look at the dark type Pokemon because we do have 2 Coughings, but we don't have the evolution, so not really worth putting it in there. We do have these guys here, and we're not going to use them. They're just not worth putting into the deck. Now, we do have some water types. We've got a Palpitoad, but we can't evolve it. We have a Mr. Rhyme, but we can't evolve it. We have a Magikarp, and that's a cool looking Magikarp with a little Pikachu, derpy Pikachu in the back there, and a Galarian Darumaka. So really nothing in the water types that would help us. It really is looking like we're going to be sticking with the fighting and leaf energies. So we have Galarian Meowth and Bronzong. Again, really not going to be using this because we don't have the evolution for Meowth, and it just doesn't make sense. And then Stuffle. Sure, we could use Stuffle, but I don't think we're going to need him. And then we have Dreppy, I believe we did have Dracloak, right? We had 2 Dracloaks. So we do have a Dreppy and 2 Dracloaks. I don't think that they're good enough really to be using on for the deck. And then we have a Hatina, Undidi, and a Zatu. We're going to take those guys out as well. We also have an Alcremie and a Milcery. So those are potential. These are potentials. I think we're probably not going to be using those. But here's what we are going to... Man, these cards are really slippery. They are just sliding all over the place. All right. We're definitely going to be using this trainer. And we're most likely going to be using all of these trainers as well. So this one is Nugget, and it says you can play this card only if you draw it from your deck at the beginning of your turn, before you put it into your hand. So there you go. That's we got another Milo, so that's pretty good. Skyla, search your deck for a trainer card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Pretty useful card right there. We've got a Quick Ball. We have another Milo, so we've got a couple of Milos. That's not bad. Let me see if we've got any other Milos here. Yep, we do. So we have 4 Milos, which is the max that you can use, which is perfect. And then you have, let's see here, Quick Ball, which is very useful. We have Skyla, which is good. Nugget. Dan says, draw 2 cards. You and your opponent play rock, paper, scissors until someone wins. If you win, draw 2 more cards. So, interesting one there. I haven't seen that before. And then you've got Professor's Research, which discards your hand and draws 7 cards. Very useful. And a Stadium. Once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for an Evolution Leaf Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So that's going to be very useful for your Leaf type deck. And then you've got Sonia, which says search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemons and up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Again, very useful. And draw 3 cards, always a decent card to have in your deck. So we've got our trainers. We're good to go there. And I think we're just going to move these guys out of the way. We are going to build the deck pretty much that came with the box. So we have a Shuckle here. Most likely not going to be using Shuckle, but Scyther is potentially... Well, we could actually use either one of these. But Scyther, the good thing about Scyther here is it only requires one energy to use, and it's any type of energy really. So you have Sword Dance during your next turn. Your Pokemon's Blinding Scythe attack does 70 more damage. So this could potentially be an okay card to put in here. We do have a couple of Applin, and Applin pretty much says continuous tumble. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads. So decent. Ludicolo. I think we're most likely going to get rid of Ludicolo. We don't have the evolutions for it. And Surskit, again, another useless one. So we are going to stick with the Caterpies, Metapods, and Butterfrees, which we have 2 of each. We are going to then take a look at the fighting types. The fighting types, we have a Binacle, no evolution for it. However, Binacle does flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage for each heads. So that could actually be pretty useful. We'll hold on to that just in case. Medicham, we can't use Medicham. Oh, we do. We might be able to use Medicham. We have Meditate. However, there's only 1 of each, so I'm very leery to use that. You've got Yoga Kick. I was going to say Yoda Kick. Yoga Kick, and this attack does attacks damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance. And then you have Psychic. This attack does 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's actually not a terrible card. That could do some serious damage if your opponent has a lot of energies attached. So could be useful. Let's take a look. We have a Roly-Coly, a Galarian Yamask, which I think we're just going to get rid of Galarian and Mask. We have Galarian Farfetch'd. Again, we're going to go ahead and get rid of Farfetch'd. And we are definitely going to stick with these guys here. And let's see here. We have 2 Roly-Colies, a Caracol, and a Colossal. I believe that pretty much does it there. So, not bad. We're definitely going to stick with these. I think we're going to go with these guys as well. And the Medicham Meditate. We're going to take Scyther out. We're going to take the Applins out. And we're going to take Shuckle out. And Binacle as well. So, this is what we're going to go with. We are going with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we have 17 Pokemon, a little bit more than I would like. However, with these decks, it's hard to build anything other than that, just because you have a limited amount of energies or a limited amount of trainer cards that you can use. So we have 17 of these. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. And then what we're going to do is take a look here. 29. Here's some Leaf Energies. And we're just going to pick random Leaf Energies here just so that we can build the deck. And same thing with Fighting Energies. So we have 29. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the fighting type energies. And we have 5 leaf type energies. But I'm thinking we have a little bit too many Pokemon. And so what I want to do here is actually reduce this a little bit more. So I am actually going to take out the Meditate and Medicham, and I am going to add a couple more energy of the fighting variety, if I can find them. I do have them right around here. 1 more and 2 more. Just because I don't want to have an issue where there's not enough energy cards. And so I think we should be good with this. We're going to recount just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. We have 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. We have a 40 card deck. We just put it together in less than 20 minutes. And that is how you build a pre-release deck. So you can go into a pre-release tournament at your local card shop once all of this quarantine stuff is over, and you can play. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.